I'm EDSUN. I'm a singing performer from Luxembourg, and my background in dance is in jazz dance, hip hop, and contemporary, which my style has grown into.
My name is Dis. I'm a teacher at the school BXL in Hasselt, but I'm also a music manager.
Don't wanna sit still, it would be a sin. Moon rising, nights freezing.
I'm basically always barefoot on stage. I think it comes with the dance background that I have. When I started to study jazz dance, there was a lot of barefoot. The dancing is about like just getting rid. There's a lot of maybe aggressive moves, maybe like stuff to try to get rid of one's body, and also there's like a lot of pulling, and so it is like how the society pulls you from a side to another.
When do you know when an act is ready to go for a bigger stage with more visual acts and with another performance? I have the feeling with the bands I'm working with, it's a natural flow. You don't force it, but you work in a kind of waves. In your performance, I would say, like, we go Europe, we're gonna play, right? We're gonna play in France and Belgium and Luxembourg, smaller clubs, 2 dancers, 2 musicians, no light, or not somebody that we're gonna bring ourselves. If we have monitors, we won't play with in-ears, and then you go to the next step, and at that next step, so it's going naturally. There you know, but you have to rehearse on it. There you know, okay, there we're gonna need people that's gonna do the light. There's gonna be a light plan. There's gonna be fireworks. There's gonna be a screen. There's gonna be 5 dancers and 2 musicians. And that's the thing you're working on. And then you have to calculate also what the cost is gonna be. The special thing you are doing is the performance on stage. Use that. Make it similar in your, and that's the thing you are doing in your clips. Next to the story you're telling, which is a very good cause in what you're doing. I have the feeling you go more for the visual and the dancing aspect than for the adding musicians.
It would be like a dream to work with more dancers, because there's always situations that you want to create. You cannot do with only 2 dancers, especially when you wish to, for example, reflect situations of society. I think with more dancers it can be an interesting thing. It's very difficult as a young upcoming artist to have more musicians because the money is still really low. But yeah, I would love to have more musicians on stage and to create a better sound, to create a better experience. I think everything goes together for me.
Let me break your system, make you drown in a white sands at the end. I'll bring you back to life. Let me break your system, make you drown in a white sands at the end. I'll bring you back to life.
It's very important to have a booking agency. So I think that's going to be the next step. How choosing it, the music and the way you perform gonna decide which kind of booking agency would fit what you are doing. And I can imagine, and that was a very good question, like, is it an act you only see in clubs, or is it an act you can see in clubs and during festivals? Make a selection of which kind of bookings, events, venues you want. Try to find out who is the booker of a certain event. Invite that person to come and have a chat with them, like a vision in what you want to do. But it's very important to know where you're heading to, which kind of performance on which kind of stages for which kind of audience I want to do. Music is the basic, but performing is going to be, and that's the thing I see what's happening in France right now. It's changing. Christina and the Queens, Angèle, Stromae, even within hip hop, Romeo Elvis is adding visual aspects to his show, which become more and more important. Now I'm talking about European artists. If you go to America, that's another level, and there you have a completely different kind of consuming music. I can imagine that quite a lot of people in Belgium are surprised seeing performing you, because here in Belgium we're not yet used to seeing that kind of performing artists in music industry. But being the first is always good.